Alright guys, welcome back to another video where today it might be a good buy. If you know from last week's video, we are debating on changing the 125 gallon show tank into a planter tank. So I'm choosing today's video just to basically go through what we've gone through for the last 3.5–4 years in the African cichlid hobby. If a lot of you guys remember, this was my 75 gallon African cichlid show tank that I really first started off showing on YouTube, and it was this tank that really got me into African cichlids in general. Through these videos you got to see some of these incredible fish grow up. For instance, this star sapphire, I got him from a local fish store when he was probably less than an inch in length. This is a video of him probably about 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago maybe. And this is him now. As you can see, he's put on a boatload of size, completely changed coloration. Now he's getting those speckles that African cichlid males are known for, and this fish in particular. After that, I also got into breeding and got the famous blue neon group male shown here. Done a boatload of videos on those, bred those successfully, and this is a recent spawn that I had maybe about 6 months ago, and all these are currently in a 40 gallon breeder right now. So that was a lot of fun for me, breeding these fish and growing them up, and a few of them I even grew up into some absolute studs like this guy that you see here. And although I absolutely still do love these fish, it's probably going to be time for a change in a 125 gallon tank. So today we're going to just show you around, show you this tank, show you the fish, and maybe say goodbye. So here's the 125 gallon in the present day, which on the night of filming is March 6th. I absolutely love this tank, love the fish, love the set out, love how simple it is with the 2 forms of filtration, and everything is going just how I wanted it to. This tank has been running now since late February of last year, which is when we initially moved into the house. We got the basement done at that time, and this was when the 125 gallon was done. Overall, super happy with it. Like I say, the filtration is doing brilliantly. The water is crystal clear, which is exactly what you want for an African cichlid tank, so you can see all the coloration of the fish. So we're just going to take a look at every single fish in here that catches your eye. So first one up is the star sapphire. As you saw in the little intro, I've had this guy for ages, love him. Second one would be the blue dolphin. This guy is a big one. Got this from Luke Cichlids, and he's been doing brilliantly ever since I've got him. Not quite sure what he threw up there, but that dude can eat it. After that, we've got the Copidochromos ballii. Always have loved this fish. Used to have one back in the day before I gave up some room for some of my breeding, and then once I got this tank I bought one back, and here's that guy. Love the ventral fins on these fish, as you can see there when he's flexing. After that, we've got a ruby crystal peacock. The coloration on him is just awesome. Then we've got one of my favorites, and he's pretty much the boss of the tank right now. He's trying to breed with a Mara Rocks male that for some odd reason he believes is female, but you know, that's what African cichlids do. But this red empress I got from Adam Cichlids. Stunning fish, and as you can see, he is incredibly fired up right now. This is a fish right here that I've had for a number of years. I believe it's an albino ruby red. Really nice fish, great finnage, and overall a really good temperament. So just thought I'd show you him. Oh, there's Bubba. After that, we've got a Luanda breeding this group, and then we've got one of my blue neons, which is actually one that I've bred that's been in this tank for about 6 months now. And he's doing awesome. Overall, really happy with this tank, these fish, and what we've done with this tank in terms of showing people what you can accomplish with 2 forms of filtration and a super simple setup. So if you are here for the African cichlids, stay tuned on this page because I'll still be doing some African cichlid stuff, but for now let's take a little bit more of a cinematic look at the 125, all the fish, and you can enjoy them for what might be this one last time. So I hope you enjoyed that last look at the 125 and some of the absolutely incredible fish that we've got in there. I will be keeping some of these fish because I'll be doing a smaller scaled down show tank version of this tank in either a 55 gallon or a 75. I'll obviously have to be careful of what fish I choose, but the vast majority of the haps that I've got in this tank are smaller haps, so I think I should be able to get away with it if I stock the tank nice and sensibly and don't go overboard in terms of the numbers. And these tanks are going to be super simple tanks, basically run off sponge filters, so for all you hobbyists that don't want to do incredibly difficult filtration and stuff like that, this will be a video series for you, so stay tuned. Having said that, as you've noticed in some of my other videos recently, I've been getting into aquascaping and some of the smaller tanks and nano fish and tetra and shrimp and stuff like that, so that is basically where this tank is going to be going. I think I'm going to be doing a planted tank in this one, and I spoke about it in my last video. Not sure how many of you guys watched that, but this is kind of the thing that I'm into right now. I'm still into breeding African cichlids, and I still obviously want to keep some of the incredible fish I've got because there's no way I'm selling them. However, this is just something that really relaxes me at the moment, and it's something that I'm incredibly passionate about. I really like aquascaping, really like the sense of nature and sense of peace that I'll get from having this that you see right here in such a big tank like the 125. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Some of these plants will be going in the 125. I'm thinking of doing an island composition in there, maybe do 2 islands at either side, and stocking for that tank is probably going to be some angelfish, some praecox rainbows that I might even get into breeding. So if you'd be interested in that, make sure you leave a comment down below. With that, I'll probably do a big school of tetra, unsure what kind. Maybe I'll just add to the current school that I've got in the 20 gallon in here, because I think I've got 12 or 13 neons in here. Then I'll probably do some Bolivian rams or some German blue rams or something like that for the bottom, and then I'll do maybe some smaller plecos or some Otto Cichlids and some Amano shrimp from there, just to help in terms of the cleaning of the tank and all the plants. So that's basically the aim for the 125 gallon. Next week's video, we are going to be bringing you a redo of the tank upstairs because it actually got a leak. So that was a fun video, but I have got a really cool tank to show you that I got instead of that one upstairs, and I think you'll really like the Aquascape. I know I certainly do. So that's basically it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy the 125 gallon show tank cinematic video. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below, and for me personally, I'll always remember this tank, and it's been a joy to be able to do this. So thanks for your support, and we'll see you on the next one.